When we read inspirational quotes, especially those rooted in hope, compassion, and strength, they don't just sound good, they activate key regions of the brain that support healing and change. Listen to these quotes and, try reading them out loud. You do not need to shame yourself into change. Compassion works better. That's a quote from Kristen Neff. You cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. That one's from an unknown source, but honestly, it really resonates. You are not the darkness you endured. You are the light that refused to surrender. Those words are from John Mark Green. It's not what's wrong with you, but what happened to you. That's from Dr. Gabor Mate, and it's such an important shift in perspective. Trauma creates change you don't choose. Healing is about creating change you do choose. That's Michelle Rosenthal's take. Feelings are much like waves. We can't stop them from coming, but we can choose which ones to surf. Jonathan Mortensen put it that way. And yeah, it's a comforting thought. There is hope, even when your brain tells you there isn't. That's from John Green. And honestly, we all need that reminder sometimes. Our wounds are often the openings into the best and most beautiful part of us. David Richo said that. And well, it's true. Just because no one else can heal or do your inner work for you doesn't mean you can, should, or need to do it alone. Lisa Oliver's words, and they really hit home. Be proud of how you've been handling these past months. The silent battles, the moments you had to humble yourself, and the times you wiped your own tears. That's from an unknown author, but honestly, it's something we all need to hear. Healing isn't about changing who you are. It's about letting go of who you are not. Suzanne Hayne said that, and it's a gentle reminder to be kind to ourselves. You survived the worst days you thought you'd never get through. That means something. Those are the words of Morgan Harper Nichols. And honestly, they're so true. You don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. That's a quote from Dan Millman. My dark days made me strong, or maybe I already was strong and they made me prove it. Those words are from Emery Lord. You are not a burden. You have a burden, which by definition is too heavy to carry alone. Sometimes we just need to hear that. Do not believe everything you think. It's simple, but wow, it can be powerful. Depression is being colorblind and constantly told how colorful the world is. That's from Atticus, and it really puts things into perspective. Peace begins when expectation ends. Sri Chinmoy shared that, and honestly, it's something to remember. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. That's a Chinese proverb, and it gives me hope. Even if happiness forgets you a little bit, never completely forget about it. Those are the words of Jacques Prévert. Slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. That's from Andre de Shields, something to keep in mind. You're not lazy, unmotivated, or stuck. After years of living in survival mode, you're exhausted. There's a difference, and wow, sometimes we all need that reminder. You are allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously. Sophia Bush said that, and honestly, it's so true. The wound is the place where the light enters you. That's from Rumi. Such a beautiful thought. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. That's from Marianne Radmacher, and yeah, it really resonates. Be messy and complicated and afraid and show up anyway. Glennon Doyle reminds us of that, and it really matters. Nothing can dim the light that shines from within. Maya Angelou's words are always so inspiring. If you get tired, learn to rest, not quit. That's from Banksy, and it's a great reminder. Shame dies when stories are told in safe places. Ann Voskamp put it perfectly. You are worthy of the same kindness you give to others. Sometimes we just need to hear that. It's not selfish to love yourself, take care of yourself, and to make your happiness a priority. It's necessary. Mandy Hale said that, and honestly, it's so important. Every storm runs out of rain. Maya Angelou's words remind us that tough times don't last forever.